AskReddit. What is something someone said to you that hit you the hardest? Warning. This video is an emotional wreck. You might experience mild discomfort at some statements. Proceed with caution. 10th grade teacher pulled me to the side as I was into the class and told me walk with your head up. Don't think he knows how much that helped me. One of my teachers did a similar thing for me in 8th grade. I used to be pretty soft spoken and be pretty monotoned when I talked. He saw the potential for a lot more of me and wouldn't answer my questions and stuff if I didn't ask them with some inflection. At the time it crushed me and made me upset, and he saw that, pulled me out of class one day and we just walked around the school. He told me how he wants me to do well. I hoped he's doing good. His class made me a much better person. If it's between saving $100 or going to that movie or concert or festival you've always wanted to go to, just go. A year from now you won't remember where that $100 went, but you'll sure as hell remember that memory you made with it. IDK his exact name, but he's a comedian and his name is Josh. So there. To add another, did you have a bad day, or did you have a bad 5 minutes you held on to for the rest of the day? Edit. Oof. Glad so many people enjoyed those quotes. I've kept them close for a time and they really drive home their own respective messages. And to those who identified, Josh Wolf, thank you. He's a great comedian, and what an insight. Cheers. You're going to have to do it sometime, might as well do it now. My dad told me that in middle school after I was complaining about homework, and I've lived by it ever since. There's nothing that you can do that will ever make me want you, my mom. So I did what I could to make me want myself. My father prayed I would have a terrible child, and I think it's you. I was 11 years old. My mother did that to me. She goes, my mother cursed me with a child like me. Now I hope you have a child who's just like you. Now, I'd be like bitch, me too. But at the time, when I was maybe 14 or 15, and it was spat at me the way it really stung. My mom telling me that my dad is an awful man who abandoned us. She did the same thing years later. It doesn't matter if you hit a home run or strikeout, I'll always be your #1 fan. My grandpa, when I was going through a very rough time. Your grandpa is an actual legend. You just feel like a chore now. I said this to a good friend of mine once when we were living together and instantly regretted it when I saw the genuine hurt in his eyes. Granted, he was in the depths of alcoholism at the time and had seriously pissed me off and tested my patience, but it still wasn't a productive thing to say, and I saw such true, shocked hurt in his eyes that I stopped the argument right there and started processing his reaction with him out loud. He is healthier and off the booze now, thank God. We broke up because of you. They broke up because of their incompetence and inability to raise a child like literally every single fucking person who has preceded them. I've always had trouble expressing my emotions. Because of this a couple months ago my friends called me an asshole who lacks any and all empathy. That stung quite a bit. Not said directly to me, but I overheard some guys on my track team talking shit about me. They didn't know I was standing there. They weren't even friends of mine, but I was doing very well on the team that year and earned a spot on the varsity team, which is something that had never happened to me before. These guys were saying I didn't deserve to be there, and that really screwed me up, as I'm a pretty shy, quiet guy and usually don't elicit that kind of reaction out of people. My mom once told me when I was a teenager that it took a lot of courage to take your own life, and you could do a lot with that courage instead of killing yourself. Your mom sounds like a wonderful person. You can be the sweetest peach on the peach tree, but not everyone likes peaches. Yesterday is heavy, put it down. Oh. I like this. I'm so proud of you. Said to me by my swim coach after I came in last, 5 minutes after everybody else. I realized then that nobody had ever been proud of me before for something I didn't succeed in. Everybody shows pride when you succeed. When you give your best and come up short anyway, having someone still be proud of your effort means the absolute world. Me, I don't feel brave. I feel scared. My husband, being scared and doing it anyway is brave. I needed it. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me. No one wants to be around someone who's sad and blames others all the time. Granted, I was in high school and trying to get attention and some girl said it to me after I was doing my whole nice guy rant. After that I took it upon myself to change and haven't fallen back into that mindset since. Edit, I should clarify, the girl who told me this was someone I had a lot of classes with and we knew one another fairly well. I was being a nice guy in the sense of trying to be manipulative by trying to get sympathy from them. I thankfully saw how I was acting and did a complete 180 once I realized it. It's been about 15 years and I'm in my 30s now and have been a lot happier and I'm happily married to a wonderful woman. Not me, but a friend of mine was smoking on a break at work and a woman did the whole "why smoke? Smoking's bad" thing, and he said he just didn't have a good reason to quit, to which she said, "Son, there are people you haven't even met yet who are going to need you here." I never forgot it. I quit just a month or so after that, and I remember it whenever I'm about to do something stupid, so daily. One day, you'll wake up next to the ugly girl you're dating, and you'll shame our family. I would get excited that they thought I'd have a girlfriend. Never make fun of someone's laugh, because they will be self-conscious about being happy. Waking up to gold is a beautiful thing, thanks. Never look for happiness in the same place you lost it. Be the person you needed when you were younger. I'm going to punch you. Then they hit me. No, really said, but drawn. My daughter had to draw a picture of her family in kindergarten. The rest of the family was typical stick figures, but I looked like a snowman. That was rough. Ouch. Sad face. That said, she most likely accepts you as you are and just wanted to capture her loving, cozy mom as best as she could. LOL. But I'm the dad.